everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, Hawkeye and Sky Cycle from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Here is Hawkeye with his Sky Cycle looking awesome on top of it. This Hawkeye back here is really angry. He doesn't have a Sky Cycle like this one. The Avengers logo's down here, Beyond Earth's Mightiest. On the side we have Hawkeye looking really nice in figure form. On the other side we have Hawkeye looking really nice in comic book form. On the back we have Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle right over here. Some accessories over there as well. Legalese on the bottom. More legalese on the very bottom. On the top we have the logo. Now let's take a look at Hawkeye with this Sky Cycle. Hawkeye's mask reminds me of an owl, not a hawk. Way to go, Hasbro. Way to go, Marvel. Way to go, whoever designed this. I'm sorry, but I just think it's really funny. Now you can't get that out of your head. But otherwise, he also looks kind of younger than I thought he would look. I'm used to maybe a more older, grizzled Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner, what have you. This doesn't really fit the bill. His nose is pretty big too, I gotta say. And his ears as well. The mask is really goofy and, I gotta say, not my favorite head sculpt for Hawkeye. The H on the top is even sort of like bulging to the side a little bit. Kind of weird. Maybe there's a mold mishap over here. But yeah, that's a bummer for this figure. The body I can't tell is new or not. Otherwise, it looks nice. I think this is one made specifically for Hawkeye. There are indents though in here. It looks pretty cool that we'll go over probably later on with Articulation, see how that works. He has a strap on here that's loose, looking pretty nice. He has some cool bands over here. It fell off and down when I first opened the figure. I just had to push them back up and they're fine. Looking good on that front. The fists are pretty nice and the arms are really cool. The back of the figure looks really good as well. This isn't going to get in the way as far as that peg goes, so that's fine. I like how shiny this is too. It looks nice. All in all, pretty good body. The loincloth is new. The legs are entirely old. They're probably Bucky Cap fodder, but yeah, it's a loincloth in not plastic. This is weird to me. I'm sorry, it's just very strange. I would rather him have two different belts out of plastic than a, non-plastic loincloth, whatever cloth this is made of. But yeah, it's really a weird sight to see. It doesn't really match that well. It doesn't really match as far as, it just matching with these too. It's weird. Just Hasbro, give us alternate parts. We won't mind. You won't have to shell out for this thing. Who wants cloth with their plastic figure? It's gonna die faster than the figure will, that's for sure. As far as accessories goes, he comes with two alternate hands that aren't fists, they are holding hands for his weapons and bows and arrows and whatnot he comes with. So let's check out what that is. But first, he has a swivel and then a hinge for both hands, working out really nice. The bow and arrow here have already been used for Yondu, so I'm not really gonna go over them that much, but Hawkeye wears them well. We have red on the arrow right over here with some nice silver at the tip. It isn't really pointy or anything, which is nice. It's a blunt arrow. Then we have gold over here as well as some white for the string. And then for the handle, we do have black painted. That's a difference from Yondu, I believe. It looks pretty nice for this figure. This is as far as I can get it while it snaps back. Yeah, it's not the best bow. It doesn't really work as well. I'm sorry, it just really would not really stretch as much. I'm trying to get it going, but even now the paint is starting to rub off of this, and that's just horrible, guys. Come on, Hasbro. We've seen this quiver before. It looks really nice though. The red on top and the purple and then the silver looks really good. But yeah, we've seen this before. Once again, the peg is right over here too for his back. Let's show it off. Here's his back. There's the hole. Here's the peg. Here's the quiver. Looking really nice on him and super neat. It looks good. Yeah, adds a little bit of color. As far as articulation goes for Hawkeye, the head can go left and then right and then back. Pretty okay, not that much. And then forward, pretty well at least. You can go all the way around with his arm. There is a butterfly joint. It works out pretty well. Going up and out and swivel over here. You also go up this far in the arm very nicely, crashing into this though a little bit. You get a swivel and then a hinge up and down for this hand, and the same on the other side over here. Crunch back and crunch forward. Surprisingly, this thing follows through. Really nicely done on this thing. This is great. I really hate this, but this is just excellent. There's also a peg in his back. This is free floating. This is whatever, free floating, I guess. You do get a swivel at the waist over here and out this far and in. There are a lot of gumminess with these joints. They do move out and sort of almost crack. You swivel over here. You get a double jointed knee over here. Pinless tech, by the way, for everything at least. You swivel down here. I tried to move this knee, but this piece came off all the way. I had to sort of peg it back in. Didn't have to heat it up, but yeah, just be wary of that. You do get a swivel at the boot cuff and down, and then up, and then pivot, and two pegos upon the feet. I love purple, but not this much, guys. This is not that great a figure, and yeah, it's kind of a shame to see this guy come so far, but just fallen so pitifully. But we're gonna see probably a really cool Sky Cycle right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So here are the pieces for the Sky Cycle. I don't have directions for it, and it should be pretty easy. I'm going to put this windshield on first. I think I'm doing it right, down, up. No, it goes in the front. Okay, cool. Doesn't really cover the guy at all that much, mostly his legs. Then you got to go flip this side over here, and then I guess you place this port right over here, flip it around and into the front, porting in like that, and it snaps a little bit, and there's your Sky Cycle basically. Very simple. And then on the bottom, there's a port over here. You just got to port that into here. We've seen this before with other figures. I'm going to use a small one just to get some more range with that. It does actually, when you twist it, have some give, so that's kind of a shame. Yeah, but here's our Sky Cycle looking really nice. It's a pretty cool piece. There's exhaust ports in the back that are colored a little bit in yellow with a little bit of blue. It's very hard to see, but you can see it a little bit here. Yeah, it's fine. There are some more ports and smokestack exhausts on the side over here. The engine looks really neat. It has probably a really cool rumble effect, I guess, if this were a different action figure. The bottom is really cool looking, very Star Wars-y, and this plate is just kind of there, I guess, for the legs. I don't know, to prevent from grippage and stuff. There's some screws on the side right over here, looking okay, and the control panel right over here, zooming in. It does look nice with the sort of hot and cold temperature thing, I would guess. I'm not sure. It's very rudimentary though, and it's fine. I love the design on the windshield too. It's very nice aside from this port over there. Very clean, very clear. On the front is sort of an exhaust port. Looks kind of like a mouth, a little bit for robots. Yeah, this looks like kind of a robot mouth. That's really weird. It's a really interesting piece. Looks very nice, but yeah, the seat's okay, I guess. There's like a cool little, I don't know, leather pleather, whatever thing looking on the seat. It looks nice, I think. I don't really have much to say about this thing. It's a cool piece, but let's just move on from it and put Hawkeye on it. That's the real test. So here's the Sky Cycle, all ready for me to place Hawkeye on it. Here's Hawkeye right over here, looking good. Already pre-positioned to sit on this thing. I'm just going to place him on, move this flap out a little bit, and attach him to it. Hopefully it'll work or something. I don't really know what I'm doing. This is just me trying to put him on, and yeah, it's Hawkeye on a Sky Cycle. I really have no attachment to this. I'm like, this will be a pretty cool thing, I guess, but he fits on really well. You know, could do some cool dives and dips and stuff with the articulation here, going side to side, forward, back, basically all the way around, and you can go higher, lower if you want to put it onto these two ports over here. It works well as a stand. One of my favorite flight stands in any, I think, Marvel Legends thing at least. Having no attachment to this, it's just okay. Yeah, that's a shame. It's just, to me, it's kind of bland. And look at this thing. This is dying. What is wrong with this piece? It's fine, I guess. Not my favorite thing. I'm not a big fan of this. Sorry, guys. Here's Hawkeye with his Sky Cycle, looking pretty good, I guess. He is a nice looking figure, but there's too much wrong with him, I think. He stands at about 6¼ inches tall or so, and his ride stands at about 5½ inches tall, 6 inches tall on top of the shield thing, maybe around wholesale 4¼ inches tall or so, and the width is around, I would say, 7 inches long. Yeah, that's too much detail for this figure, at least for me. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. I don't even have a joke for you. You are the joke. So which one is your favorite? Classic Hawkeye or his Sky Cycle? Let me know in the comments. Overall, a classic case of disappointment. I like Hawkeye as a character. He's very funny, witty, and weird, a good trick shot, and really cares about his team. But this action figure is just downright awful. The loincloth is just horrible and looks really weird. The build quality of the figure is horrible, pieces snapping off left and right, joints not really working that well. The accessories are alright, the pegs are weird to put in, it's very hard to make him use accessories, and yeah, the best thing about it is the quiver, honestly. The rest is just in shambles. The Sky Cycle is fine, at least it reminds me of those forest racer things from Star Wars, but it's okay. It's too retro futuristic for me. If you're a fan of Hawkeye, you probably already have this set and you like it and don't care about my complaints. But if you're a fan of Marvel Legends and you're thinking of getting this figure, don't. There's other Hawkeyes that are way better. The retro one blew this out of the water years ago and is one of my favorite Hawkeyes, so pick up that one instead. But I think you should leave this classic figure in the past. But make no mistake, in this Marvel Legends Beyond Earth's Mightiest Avengers line, this is the worst figure of them all, and the only way to go is up. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.